Ladies and gentlemen, I find people sometimes have a hard time with Mileena, and I know Mileena is obviously a guy dressed up as a girl, but honestly, like, she looks so good, it almost looks like a real woman. Like, to me, I never have an issue with Mileena because she's so pretty. Well, of course, I'm Marco, so why would I have an issue with Mileena? But I have no issue with Mileena because she's so pretty, she's so funny, she's a great singer and dancer. I love watching Mileena videos. They're so much fun. I love them. And of course, I'm not gonna be like, oh, when people say, things like, why are you bringing Mileena? It's gross, or why are you doing? I don't think it's gross. I mean, I don't even date as Mileena, and even if I did, what would be the big deal, right? Like, who cares, right? Like, honestly, date who you want, be with whoever you want. Don't worry about what people say, date how you want. If you are a girl and you want to dress up as a guy, or you are a guy and you want to dress up as a girl, why not, right? Does it matter? Like, really, at the end of the day, who are you hurting when you do that, right? So just go for what you want. Now, there's a couple things I'm going to mention here, okay? So, one thing I'm going to mention um, is that there's one girl that said, live life to the full. We're not going to like everybody. We're not going to enjoy everybody. We're not going to be non-judgmental about everybody. But we can all strive to live our life fully, right? We all want what we want to achieve. We all want to live life full. We want to enjoy the full freedoms of life. We don't want to be, you know, wondering why can't we be more free or why can't we do this or that. We want to be someone that lives life to the fullest rather than worry about, oh, why am I still hung up on that comment that that person said? If somebody makes comments about you or says whatever, does it matter? They obviously don't like you, and that's okay. Not everyone does, right? So just move on, live life to the full, be free, enjoy your life, right? Why would you want to worry about someone that you don't know, you're not going to end up dating, you're not going to end up talking to, you won't even hang out with them, they won't be working with you. When you go to work at a workplace, usually you get along with everybody there because you're just fit into your workplace. They hired you for a reason. When you're dating someone, you have to have chemistry and you have to like the person, and they have to do the same for you. When you make friends with someone, they have to purposely want to hang out with you and spend time with you. So really, if they're not those three things, and those two things are, you make them very to the best of their ability, and use them to the full advantage, make sure they're helpful and happy to be with you, and you're productive at work because you enjoy the people at work. If everything's going good in those departments, then why does it matter that this girl doesn't like you or that guy doesn't like you, right? Like, if they don't like you, they might judge you. We all live in a world where there's different types of people and different things you can judge upon, and not everyone's gonna like one type of person, right? Like, everyone's gonna have their own preference of what they like. And so sometimes you might get someone be like, oh, that person's no good. They might judge you because they don't like your type of person. They know that if they were to actually talk to you or spend time with you, or because they had to or whatever, they would be nice, right? But they don't like your kind of person, so they might make a judgment. But that's nothing against you, it's just they don't like your type of person. So you have to leave that person alone and move on. Anyway, the other thing that I was going to say is, one girl was saying if you're over 40 um, and you are living life, try not to let the weight of anybody's opinion take over you, because really you're over 40. Why should it matter? Well, yeah, so it just was like, why, I forget what she said exactly. She's like, the girl said she heard it on TikTok. She's like, the weight of other people's opinions should not matter, should be lifted when you're over 40, because why would you care over 40? When you were younger, yeah, you were in high school, people made fun. When you were in elementary, people joked around about you and you were embarrassed. When you were an adult in your younger years, in your 20s, sure, you were trying to Sorry guys. Sure, you were trying to meet people, hanging out at the clubs, whatever. Then you got people saying negative things there, and you cared because you wanted to find someone to date, and you didn't want to bother your friends or make them feel upset. But when you're an adult over 40, you've lived your life, your young years. You've enjoyed them. You've really made sure that um, that you've lived the young years. You enjoyed them. You used them to the full ability. You made sure that you were enjoying life to the full, right? But when you get older, you don't want to worry about people's negative opinions. Why would you want to care about that, right? Like, if someone doesn't like you, then they don't like you. If they're not your friend, they're not liking you. They don't work with you. They don't date you. They don't whatever. Chances are you probably feel the same way about them. And even if you don't, if you like them, whatever, you have to remember that you need chemistry with the person. If the person's not showing any signs then of anything, then you have, and they're treating you badly, well then you can't date them or whatever, right? Or you can't hang out with them or anything. You can't even work with them. Anyway, the point is, in your 20s, no, when you're in elementary, you were like a kid, you were made fun of, whatever. High school, same thing. In your 20s, sure, whatever, you had a hard time sometimes because people were competitive, whatever. People might have been jealous, people might have said this and that, and you were trying to be loyal to your friends. But when you're 40 and up, like, you're just, at that point, you're like, I don't care anymore. Like, I just want to move on. I want to be happy. I want to go for my goals. I want to strive for more. I want to be someone that is making sure that I'm, getting the career I want, making the videos I want, doing the content I want, striving for more, having the career I want, being someone that is challenging myself to the degree I want, being someone that makes sure that I'm, able to be free. When you're over 40, you don't want to care what someone else is saying about you. You don't want to care what someone else is doing with whatever they think. Like, if someone's bothering you, you just have to assume you're not going to be compatible, and that's it. Or maybe they're in a relationship, and then you can't, maybe they're in an abusive relationship, or regular relationship, but they can't spend time with you. You have to let it go, and you have to just focus on the people that do care about you, your friends, your family, the people that are going to date you. There's so many people in the world. You don't want to worry about anybody's opinions. You don't want to worry about anybody's stressors or, tough things. And at 40, definitely not. Like, you just want to be relaxed. You want to be free. You don't want to have any stress. Anyway, totally enjoy by now.